So with ample more time than usual, I decided to finally get into Elder Scrolls lore, and just dipping into it a bit, it has amazing cosmology. I found out so much new about a series that I put possibly thousands of hours into. I will definitely look at the series in a new light going forward. And while I still have a long way to go, I decided to try out something with this series, a video, and came up with this. Lucemon, fallen angel and conceptual entity that embodies the sin of pride. I will link a longer video I have done on Lucemon, but in short, he is an infinitely powerful cosmic entity that's nearly impossible to defeat. Now, how does an entity like Lucemon fare against the complex entities of the Elder Scrolls series? Let's see, starting with his baby form and evolving upward when need be. Now, of course, the basic beasts are absolutely nothing to the character of Lucemon. Even as a child, he could deal with them in absolutely no time. Same goes for basic mortals, Alea the Huntress, Astrid, top tier waifus, but their bows and daggers simply aren't gonna get it done here. Now, magic users on the other hand can ascend to unimaginable heights, such as Mankar Cambrian, who has a variety of abilities such as soul manipulation, elemental manipulation, magical barriers, and stat amplification. Mages can even summon lesser Daedras, the Acronax, depicted as being massive elemental golems powerful enough to cause storms and earthquakes. Mankar himself was powerful enough to create his own dimension. Lucemon is above this, of course. His body and domain is the Dark Area, a place where countless Digimon souls reside. In fact, even vastly lesser Digimon can affect ecosystem, cause large-scale damage to the environment, and create dimensions. And while it might be a surprise, at least it was for me, with research, dragons really would not stand a chance here. Dragons are strong and have incredible abilities such as time manipulation, but they aren't really divine. Now there's Alduin. He is above all other dragons and destined to consume the world. But the world, Nyren, is finite, and Lucemon, even in weaker versions, can affect multiple worlds. So while Alduin is indeed impressive, he cannot compare to Lucemon. Now to the legendary characters and heroes like Ysgimor, Tiber Septim, even the heroes such as Dragonborn and the Champion of Cyrodiil, men who have performed incredible feats and face powerful enemies, characters who could destroy entire armies, warp reality, and manipulate time, space, and history. Still, with all they have done in this world, such things are nothing to Lucemon, who could do everything they can, but better and on a greater scale, at least in their in-game era in history. In-game and beyond, what happens to them after the story, that's a different thing entirely, which leads us into the gods and Daedra of the Elder Scrolls. The gods as we see them in game are the planets you see in the sky, but they're not actually planets. That's simply how humans perceive them to be. They are really the planes of the gods created from their will. It is the gods themselves. They are said to be infinite in size and mass, and the darkness between them is oblivion. And the stars are holes left by the Aedra, gods who left the world after feeling their power drained. The divines are beings beyond time-space whose realms are infinite in dimension. The realms of oblivion are infinite in size as well, and some Daedra even have domain over thousands. Now I plan to go into greater detail on the gods in another video, but for now, let's leave it at that. It is not just the gods and the Daedra. There were humans who became powerful or even beyond them, like Talos and the Champion of Cyrodiil. Now how does Lucemon fare against these characters? Not well, in fact. He would need to evolve to the level of Lucemon X to even be relevant in my opinion. At this stage, he is even beyond the power of God of the digital world. Still, I can't say this is enough. I think he would need the form of a Digimon X. X. Now Gudamon X is the form after other demon lords, multiversal conceptual beings in and of themselves, are absorbed into a being known as Diaboromon and fuses all at once. I think this counts given Lucemon X is still an entity but just controlling a powerful vessel, a vessel whose infinite power of darkness can overcome even entities stronger than himself. In this form I believe he can easily contend with, if not defeat, lesser Daedric princes. However, stronger Daedra such as Shiogora he likely stands no chance against, or a god like Akatosh who manipulates time and space in every universe in which it exists in. So in my opinion, at his absolute best, he can defeat a Daedric prince like Periact and beings below him. While there are entities even beyond the Daedra and Divines in the Elder Scrolls universe, this is still very impressive in my opinion. Now, Lucemon without a Gudamon X, that's a bit harder to say, but perhaps Metamarco at his best, I believe Lucemon can comfortably defeat. But tell me what you think. I still have a ways to fully understanding the Elder Scrolls universe and would love any input you might have, so please, if you like this at all, remember to like and subscribe.